Jean Paul Sartre was interested in phenomenological ontology, which means he really didn't care about what the objective world has to offer to him because he was more interested in revealing his own nature of being by studying his own subjective experiences. Now, I have told you about this fact in all of my videos that when you encounter a person who is of an enlightened nature, he is more interested in his inner world of thoughts, feelings, mental imagery, emotions than the external world of events and circumstances and situations. If you can be properly interested about your own inner world, then you can completely overcome the panic attacks that currently debilitates you. So listen to me very closely. If you are someone who would like to see yourself as someone who is calm, relaxed, happy, joyful, empowered, confident person, someone who doesn't want to experience any more panic attacks, somebody who wants to tell his friends and family that they can stop worrying now about your own mental health, somebody who wants their ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or your competitors to just be jealous about how thriving you are in your own life and regret that they ever messed with you, then listen to me very closely. The universe, your physical reality, is an illusion because it is immaterial. It is mostly mental and spiritual. So, your physical reality is just an extension of your own mind. It's just a projection from your own state of consciousness. If you can elevate your state of consciousness from a very low level to a high level, then you must get an upgrade in your personal reality, including your own biology. Right now, in your life, you are facing a lot of tragic circumstances because your state of consciousness is low. If you can flip this, if you can upgrade your state of consciousness, you will experience amazing mental health as well as glorious situations start to come towards you. Now, there are three steps in order to upgrade your state of consciousness. These are the first step is relaxation. There are many different ways to relax. You can learn yoga nidra meditation. You can learn about how to contract your muscles for a specific amount of seconds and relaxing them. Or you can simply chant Om. I have a 20-minute video on how to chant Om correctly. Watch that, chant along with me, and you will know what true relaxation means. Because Om chanting is going to stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. It is going to put you at a state of ease. In yogic perspective, it affects the energy body, healing your physical body and mental body. Also, it prepares you for a deeper state of meditation. And I have personally known people who have completely healed their panic attacks by simply chanting Om for 20 minutes a day, 2 times a day for 3 months. They didn't even need to do the second step and the third step. Some people are lucky, but hey, maybe you're not. So listen to me very closely about the second and the third step. After you have chanted Om for about 20 seconds, what you're going to do is you start to imagine a scenario. Because after you chant Om, you'll be really good at visualizing stuffs because your brain now is going to produce alpha waves, which is going to help you create amazing visual scenario. It is also going to create theta waves, which is going to put you at a state of suggestibility. Whatever you imagine will be directly impressed on your subconscious mind. So start to imagine that you are already the person that you want to become, and you are already doing the things that you want to do. You want to become a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, confident person. Start to act like that person in your imagination. How are you going to act? How are you going to walk? How are you going to treat people? How are you going to see the world now that you have become that completely amazing human being? Start to visualize all the facets of your life. Start to visualize, are your friends and family going to compliment you on how peaceful, on how relaxed you had become? Are you going to tell your friends and family that, hey guys, you don't need to worry about me anymore? I have cancelled all of my therapy sessions. I don't take any drugs because I am completely fine. Are you going to date romantic partners? Because right now, maybe a lot of people cannot date because who can when they are inflicted with a lot of mental pain? Start to touch your romantic partner's hair, start to smell their perfume, start to go to amazing places with your romantic partners in your imagination. Provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary act. Start to smell the aroma of coffee because right now maybe you cannot drink coffee. It's an stimulating agent. Many people prohibit themselves from intaking stimulating agents while inflicted with anxiety and panic attacks. Whatever you cannot do right now, start to do them in your imaginary scenario if that's what you want to do. That's the way to make your imagination really powerful. And when you imagine, you don't imagine as if you're watching some movie. You have to be an actor in your imaginary scenario. Everything that you do should be in first person. The things that you see, the things that you hear, the smell that you smell, the taste sensations, the feeling sensation from your skin, everything. Provide all the sensory modalities to your imaginary scenario, and the imagination becomes really powerful. Now, that imagination can create reality. There was a 20th century spiritual leader named Neville Goddard who said imagination creates reality, and this is the changeless principle upon which everything in this universe depends. I'm not going to say it's right because imagination in and of itself is weak, but if you can properly provide all the sensory vividness to your imagination and embrace the feeling of your imagination, then it becomes reality. So, what you're going to do is completely immerse yourself into that imaginary scenario, provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario, and mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over and over again. When you do that, the imaginary scenario starts to create a neural networks inside of your brain that reflect like whatever you have imagined has already happened to you in real time. Now, when you start to mentally rehearse this mental movie enough times, then the neural network becomes set, starts to send the chemical messages down your body. These chemical messages are going to create feelings which are equivalent to your imaginary act. Now, your imaginary act being awesome is going to create awesome feelings, elevated feelings of joy, of gratitude, of empowerment. Now, these feelings are going to signal new genes in new ways. Suddenly, genes for bad health, for panic attacks are going to be turned off, and genes for amazing health, amazing mental health is going to be turned on. Now, your job as a meditator is going to be sustaining these elevated emotions for a long period of time. And it can be done because right now you have been able to sustain emotions of anxiety and panic for so long because you have practiced feeling these emotions for so long. So just show up every day, start to do these three steps every day: relaxation, imagination, and embracing the feelings of your imagination. Before you go to bed, do this. After you wake up, do this. Whenever you get a free time on your day, do this. And you will get really good at embracing the emotions of your desired imagination. You have to understand that we are the creators of our life. We're not the victims of our genetics. We're not the victims of our environment. The Bible says that we are all made in the image of God. The kingdom of heaven lies inside of us. Happiness and all the amazing feelings lies inside of us. Upanishads say Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the source of creation. So start acting like one. But don't think that it's going to be just easy because right now many people have an attention span of a goldfish. Everything in this modern world takes your attention away from you. TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, drugs, alcohol, instant gratification. They are all making your attention very short. But you must be able to keep your attention on a particular mental imagery for an extended period of time in order to feel the emotions of that mental scenario. So just show up every day, do these three exercises every day. Your attention span will gradually lengthen, and once you properly feel the emotions of your desired imagination and impress it on your subconscious mind, when you feel the emotions, it is naturally going to get impressed in your subconscious mind. Then everything that you imagined must come to life, because these feelings are the secret. They actually breathe life into your imaginary scenario. So experiment with this. Become a scientist of your own life. Challenge me. Do these three exercises and try to prove me wrong. And if you prove me wrong, I will stop making these videos. So please show up every day and start to do these things, at least for yourself or just to prove me wrong. I have made a ton of videos on how to overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it, then I have Gmail, my Viber, my Telegram, my WhatsApp on the description box down below. Message me and then we can get started right away. You have to remember that the sky is the limit. If you truly know how to relax correctly, imagine correctly, and feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.